I hope you can't hear them
Exactly.
outside.
No, I can't. I can't actually. No, I can't hear anything. So you're all good.
Great.
Good morning, Miss Jenna Armato, and good morning, world. It's Morning Momentum with Grace Simon, and I'm really excited to introduce someone very special in my life, Jenna Armato, Coach Jenna. She is my personal coach. Her and John Martinelli with the Empowered Living Group. And Jenna has been working with me now for, I think, a year and a half. We've been together, something like that.
I know time flies when you're having fun, right?
Oh, but it's amazing. I always look forward to my coaching sessions with Jenna because Jenna specializes and she really focuses on meeting people where they are and helping them to reach to where it is that they want to go. And so she's a personal business success coach, but she's also an impactor, an influencer in the community. I'm often watching you, Jenna, at the community, teaching DISC and communication and influence and leadership out into all the different areas of your community. And it's so inspirational. So thank you for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you. And thank you for having me here.
Oh, can you hear me?
The work that you're doing. Yeah, absolutely. The work you're doing, Grace, is absolutely incredible. And I'm so honored to be here with you today.
Oh, well, the honor is mine for what you are doing. And so, we just take a few minutes. It's part of Morning Momentum. I've been kind of trying to get the flow of what is Morning Momentum about. And, the big thing that I find is that we need people to show up for us every single day, demonstrating consistency. Because as you know, you're a certified John Maxwell coach as well. And, John talks about, these 15 invaluable laws of growth and how we grow and build and, live a fulfilled life by learning these principles and these laws. And any influencer, any leader or trainer, professional coach will say that the law of consistency is like the most important one. And so, with Morning Momentum is showing up for myself, but showing up for everyone, just demonstrating what that means and how we can build momentum in starting from a point of really to encourage people, right? To reach new possibilities, to really see that they can have a limitless life by breaking the barriers in their life. And so, this is what I do every morning is showing up, to inspire and to encourage. And this is what you do. So I wanted to ask you, what are some of the ways that you build momentum in building your coaching in your coaching business or being an influencer in the community and demonstrating the leadership that you do? What are the kinds of things that you do for yourself and for others to build momentum?
Yeah, well, thanks so much for asking. And what a great question. I think interestingly, when it comes to consistency, one of the things I really love about that principle that you mentioned, Grace, is that it doesn't have to be these giant leaps that we take to have an impact, right? Because consistency is really about starting where you are, and it's about taking a step forward, right? And John's principle says, small steps lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. And, it's the slowly over time part that can be a little challenging because oftentimes we want to get to results and we want to see results and we want to achieve them pretty quickly. And so I think one of the things for me that has brought great value, whether it's for myself or working with my clients, is really recognizing on a regular basis the things that we're achieving, even if we can't see the tangible results or a tangible output from those small steps that we're taking on a regular basis. So really regularly taking time to debrief and recognize, what did I accomplish this week? What does that look like?
Oh, I feel like I'm in a coaching session right now, guys. This is what my coaching session sounds like. I'm like, I love this. It's exactly what Jenna does. And it's so good. Yeah, celebrating those little things. Why are we challenged with celebrating the little things? What are you finding with your experience in coaching people like myself? Why do we struggle with finding the little things to celebrate when they're so impactful?
Yeah. Well, I think the interesting thing is so often it can be easy to keep your head down, stay focused on the path ahead, and kind of lose sight of the value that maybe you're bringing to the people around you on a regular basis, maybe the value that you're bringing to achieving your goals. It's we go into this action oriented mode, whether we're helping people solve problems and challenges in our daily lives, maybe in our homes, but even, in our businesses or in our communities, we kind of jump into action because it's what we feel like we're supposed to do. And so it can be easy to lose sight of those things when we feel like, well, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But really important to recognize the value that that actually brings to ourselves and the people around us.
So what do you do? This is, what do you do to stop yourself from moving into action? Of just taking some time to take it in, to breathe. How do you do that?
Yeah, so I think regular debrief time is really important. In whatever system and cadence works best. So I have a once a week. It's at the end of every week. It's every Friday at the end of the day. I debrief and I ask three really, important questions for me, from my perspective, important questions. So having a regular debrief process can be really helpful to, as John would say, pause and allow growth to catch up with you, right? Because you can be, like I said, it can be really easy to continue down the path without recognizing what you're learning, how you're growing, and ways to be able to leverage that to impact forward steps.
Yeah, that law of reflection is so powerful, and it's a challenge to do that. It's one of my tasks that you give to me is debriefing on Fridays, and I have it in my calendar. But I allow other things to get in the way of, and you know, I allow things to get in the way of that debrief. But it is so powerful. It's the law of reflection, and that's really, yeah, that's that pinpoint of us being able to measure our growth, right, of where we're going.
Mhm.
What are the
Yeah.
three debrief questions that you have, Jenna? Someone's
Oh,
asking on Facebook. Thanks for
sure.
asking.
Yeah, the three questions are, what did I accomplish this week? So that would be one. The second one is, what lessons did I learn this week? So oftentimes we can be learning lessons on a very regular basis, but it's not until we actually pause, allow ourselves to recognize not only what did I learn, but how can I leverage that lesson moving forward? There are so many times that I have had something that I have learned through the course of the week
Mm.
that is turned into an SOP, something I do regularly, a system I've created in my business, or it's turned into an idea, something I end up offering to clients. So, recognizing the things that we're learning along the way is important. So, what did I accomplish this week? What lessons did I learn this week? And then the third question is, what are my top three priorities for the week ahead? That way, when I get to Monday, I already know what my top priorities are. I don't have to spend time thinking about it. And I find it's a really great way to kind of put a wrapper on the end of the week. So I'm not still running through and processing through things on the weekend that happened during the week. I'm able to turn it, close the page, close the chapter, start fresh in a new week ahead.
Wow, you've given us some really great tools. My Wi-Fi is really low, so I'm hoping that everybody got everything that Jenna had said, because you gave us some really good tools. Isn't she amazing? Oh, Jenna, if people want to get a hold of you, how do they reach out and connect with you?
Sure, there are a few ways you can reach me on Facebook. So at Jenna Armato, as you see my name there. So you can reach me on Facebook. You can go to my website, which is jennaarmato.com. And those are probably the two easiest ways to reach me.
Oh, so good. Reach out to Jenna. She is so helpful. She's an amazing coach, and she inspires me every other week when we get to this is what we do. This is our conversation. So I've allowed you into my coaching room, and she teaches me so much and how I can help others grow them and establish momentum and build their business and build their lives. And so I love to share the people that influence me. I love to share them with you, and that's a big part of our momentum, right, Jenna, is being in the right community, aligned with the right people, and having your own mentor and coach is invaluable. And while you were talking, we can't really afford not to reflect the things that you were saying just then. It's like we can't really afford to not reflect, because we're missing out, because you said you actually get new ideas and the next steps by that time of reflection. So we need to consider this, don't we, when it comes to growing our business or growing ourselves, that we're actually shortchanging ourselves. It's actually going to cost us. It costs us
Mhm.
when we don't sit and reflect and take these questions serious for our growth.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, thanks so much, Grace.
Wow.
And it's interesting because it was really challenging to put that discipline in place. For me personally, I'm very much an on the go person. I like to go, 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 and so it's challenging to sit still for even just kind of 5 minutes and allow myself the process of thinking through the
Mhm.
week and really, really reflecting on what happened. So it's definitely, for me personally, it was a discipline that I had to really work at creating. But I found that just putting it on the calendar and leveraging that law of consistency and saying this is something that I'm going to show up for myself consistently to do, taking the first step was the key to all the next steps. So yeah, so thank you
Mm.
for pointing that out and for sharing that, and thank you, Grace, for the ways that you are impacting your community and helping your community be able to learn and grow through the things that you're learning and growing in the ways that you are adding value to people every day. So thank you.
Thank you, Jenna. Thank you. That's what life is all about, right? Being contributors. You
Absolutely.
can go so far. You can go so far by yourself, but you can go so much further with others. And John teaches that principle very well. That it's so important. It's one thing to learn something new and to learn to do it well, but it's another to bring someone alongside and teach them to do it also, to teach others. And so that's what we live to do, is to inspire and to bring change that we want to see in our world. And with having you as my coach, and being able to inspire others in that same way, is part of our fulfilling our lives, living a fulfilled life.
Yes.
So thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank you.
you.
This was so good, so rich. I need to write down my questions to make sure I'm ready for Friday. So good. Life is amazing when it's purposeful. And thank you, Jenna, so much for taking the time to be with us. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We hope you have an amazing, incredible day, whatever it is that you're set out to do, that it may be awesome and glorious. And we'll see you all tomorrow morning. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.